I think most people who keep fish are aware that goldfish are cold water fish that need a lot of space, and betta fish are tropical and need warm water. So keeping a goldfish and a betta fish together is a really bad idea. They're just like not compatible. This aquarium is very, very small, very childish looking, and these two fish are just not compatible. The goldfish is really quickly gonna completely outgrow this small aquarium, and that is why it is on r/shitty aquariums. Where I live in British Columbia, it is not permitted to use animals for educational purposes as experiments. So when I was in school, we were doing science fairs. They would each time remind us, if you use animals in your experiments, your assignment will not be accepted. So I'm always surprised when I see stuff like this, because where I'm from, that's like an automatic fail. They will not allow you to do that. And I've kept African dwarf frogs. They didn't do very well. And I really did try my best by them. So I don't really know if I should comment on African dwarf frogs, since mine did not live very long, and I really do think I did something wrong. So this poor betta. He looks okay though. Maybe I'm not great at telling betta health, but I mean, it's hard to tell how big this is. There are some people who do not believe that fish should be kept with any sort of artificial decoration, any sort of colored gravel. It should all be natural. Personally, I think the fish doesn't really care. And if you want to make your aquarium look nice, that's an aesthetic thing, as long as the fish has everything it needs and the water is clean. However, the natural ones look better, but that doesn't mean that someone is a bad person if they want colorful gravel and colorful plants. I disagree with that, so I can't really comment on this, because I don't know what the full aquarium looks like. Facebook Marketplace, but these, I don't remember the names of these fish, but I recognize them by sight, and KGB Tropicals made a video about these fish and how fast and often they reproduce. So for all we know, they only put 2 fish in there and they left them for a few months. Next thing you know, they have all these babies and they have to figure out what to do with them because they didn't realize that they reproduce. That's still kind of the responsibility of a fish keeper. However, I think it's an understandable mistake if those are the circumstances. And if they're trying to get rid of some of them on Facebook Marketplace, well, then they're trying to correct the situation. And yeah, this is, first of all, pothos leaves are poisonous. And even though pothos roots can go into the water to help, maintain water parameters, the entire plant should not be in there. That is definitely a pothos, so that water is going to get kind of toxic. The pothos is going to die because the leaves need to be above water. The cat is trying to kill the betta fish. This is too small. So there are lots of factors here that would go into this really not being a suitable environment. Namely, the cat, the pothos being toxic. Why is it on the ground? I don't even know. Poor turtle. Can't even see him. I mean, at least he has is it UVB? Is there any UVB? There's UVB, there's 2 land spots. It's just really dirty and gross looking. Wait. Is this the good one? This is the new tank. Oh, this is the new tank. I mean, honestly, this is really, really nice. Don't get me wrong. This is fantastic. And the old one, it isn't fantastic. The water is obviously dirty, but it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm not shocked. This shocks me. This fish is like half the size of the aquarium. I don't know what anyone would think this is a good idea. And this is from a fish store. And I don't know why people are so surprised that fish store aquariums are bad. They're literally hiring teenagers, many of whom have no experience with fish. And they don't really give them very much training. So, you know, it's a hard thing to learn. And if someone has like no assistance, they don't really know what they're doing, chances are, and they're given that many fish, that many aquariums to take care of, chances are it's not gonna end great. And in case you don't know, copper is toxic for fish. So there are like copper coins in here. And that's something that frustrates me too, that people will just like throw coins inside of fountains and stuff when copper is toxic for fish. I know that they have good intentions, that they want to make a wish, but do not throw copper into bodies of water with fish in it. That's not a great idea.